So welcome, Nowsite family. I'm so excited to see all of you. It is time for My AI Live. My AI Live, of course, we do this Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, 8 a.m. Pacific, and I believe it's 5 p.m. in Italy. For everybody in Italy, I think it's 5 p.m. right now. So we do this every day to help you become consistent in social media. So we're going to show you the My AI platform. We always do a different demo every single day. And then what we do is we showcase some of your posts. So we give you the 5 minutes. We put up a 5-minute timer. We're going to have you go out and do the exact same work. And then you come back and then we're going to showcase your posts. So I have Nancy D here, Nancy D. Ross Rivera here. I would love to showcase your post if you'd like to be showcased today. Ken Miller, if you're going to do a post, would love to get you up here as well. So good to see you, Ken. Monica would love to showcase one of yours if you're available, and if you haven't showcased yet, please put your hand up. But make sure in the chat also you let me know if you're part of Now Club, because if you are, I want to make sure to get you guys done so you can get out of here on time. After that, we'll have some Q&A. You have questions about social media or need help, please raise your hand so we can always get that for you. We're getting some incredible results here. I mean, Nina's been getting new customers. Lots of you have been saying over and over, you're getting new clients and stuff from your social media posts. And I know since using the system myself, my engagement has, and I already had great engagement. That's the thing that's so neat. It doesn't matter if you already have great engagement. It's just going to help your engagement that much more. And if you don't have any engagement, this is the path to help starting getting the kind of engagement that creates the conversations, that creates the business opportunities, and builds your network. So no matter what type of business that you're in, whether in real estate, network marketing, you're just building Nowsite, whatever it is, your number one job is to build relationships and through conversations and to build your network. Everything will come from those. So we're going to show you how to do that using social media. I have built several successful businesses through social media. Most of what I've built has been through social media. So, and for those of you who don't know me, my name's Elizabeth Larson. I am a personal and business transformation coach. I actually went to school for coaching. I have built several different businesses and very successful. And I'm going to show you all the things that I do through using my AI that continues to build that success. So if you're brand new, put a 1 in the chat so I can make sure to keep an eye on you. 4 o'clock in Italy. It's 4 o'clock or 1600 in Italy. Okay. I was an hour off. Oh, time change, right? Okay. Put a 1 in the chat if you're new. Put a 2 in the chat if you've been here before. Put a 3 in the chat if you've learned some amazing things by being here. Okay, so Kalina, new. Nancy, new. And let's see, Scott, new. Fantastic. Look, we have new people. This is a great place to learn. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to show you how to use the My AI system, Nowsite My AI system. And this is going to be huge for you, especially if you're brand new. This is going to be great. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to share my screen and we are going to come over to here and share screen. Okay. All right. So when you first become a Nowsite customer, when you first get your system, this is what you're going to see. Now, if you haven't filled out the train your AI yet, you're going to want to do that first. Now, that's the first step for everything. So when you do train my AI, it's going to ask you different questions. It's going to ask you about, your likes, what's important to you, public figures that you follow, all of that. And that's going to be really important for you to be able to get the AI system to know exactly what you want, right? And what you want your post to sound like. So now we're going to go, and there we go. So, and by the way, we do have our wonderful German team here. I do want to recognize them. Birgit's here giving me a hand this week, and it's so much fun to have our German team with us. I'm sad that it's only for a week, but we've had fun hanging out together. So I just want to recognize all of you and just thank you so much for being here. Let's go ahead now. We've got caption and suggested image. So when you're going to go and make your first post, we're going to click here on post on social media. When we do, we have different options for this, right? We have caption and suggested image. This is when you don't have an image that you want to post, but you'd like something to post, a photo or something to that effect that matches the posts that it writes for you. That's going to be right here. Next, we're going to have caption my image. Caption my image is when I have my own image. I took a picture of dinner. I'm taking pictures with friends. I'm doing selfies. I'm watching sunsets. Nina makes a lot of posts for sunsets. They're gorgeous, and sunrises. So those are the things that we're going to be doing, right? So you already have your image, and what you're going to do is you're going to describe your image. Now, very important to remember, you do not put your image into this system for it to look at. You only put the words in here for what the image is. Okay. And then what you want the caption to be about. So Coach Jenny over here does a lot in weight loss. And so she may just post a before and after, and then say, this is the before and after image of this person's name, who lost this much weight. And then what do you want the caption to be about? And then it'll be like, I want to say how I was shout out for the success of my client, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So something like that. So for those of you who are building Nowsite, what you could do is you could have an image of one of your team members and say, this is an image of, say Ken is on my team or something like that. And I'll just use Ken as an example. So I could say, this is a picture of Ken Miller. He's an amazing paramedic, blah, blah, blah. Okay. And then I can go, what do I want the caption to be about? And I could say, I want to do a shout out for my team member, Ken Miller, who has just acquired his first 3 clients. He's starting a successful business. He also is an amazing paramedic and just a great guy. Just want to give him a shout out today and stuff like that. Now, shouting out your team members is a great way to build your business. Okay. We don't talk about this enough, and I want to kind of start putting more of that in here because I don't see a lot of shouting out of team members for the people. And if you're following me and I'm friends with you, I get to see your posts, which is really great because then I can kind of keep an eye and help you guys with your social media. And so I haven't been seeing a lot of that. So this is a great thing that you can do. Take a picture of somebody and then give them a shout out when they get their first customer, or when they get their first sales, or when they get to, a certain level of income or something like that. Be a little careful on income ones though, because you certainly do not want to get into an FTC situation. But for the most part, just congratulating somebody is perfectly fine. Now, the next one we have over here is caption my video. Maybe you have a video of a training that you did, or a reel that you made, or something that you want to put on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook Reels, Instagram Reels. You can do caption my video. And again, you do not put the video in here, and this does not give you a video. This is when you already have the video. So you're going to describe your video and then what you want the caption to be about. You're going to do short text only. This is the next one. This one is fantastic for starting quick conversations. Where should I get something to eat today? Tacos or burritos, everybody? Help me decide. I'm in town. I need a restaurant recommendation. I'm going on vacation. Where should I go? These are great ways to start comments. And this will help your algorithm a lot if you do some short text only with a quick question, asking people to, the question and asking them to respond to your question. This is a great way to start conversations in the comments. From that comment, you go and send them a message, thanking them for their comment, starting another question, starting a conversation with them, because everything is about conversations, right? You build relationships and you build your network through conversations. So great way to do that. Now, next one right here is long post and suggested image. Adrian should have just called this the Elizabeth button because I just love long posts. I do. I love a lot of words. And so it's going to give you a longer post with an image that it thinks matches the post. This will allow you to post on Facebook and on LinkedIn. This is great when you want to present yourself as an expert in an area by giving tips like, here's 3 tips to healthier eating. Here's 3 tips for making more money in your home-based business. Here's 3 tips to have better social media, things like that. Or when you want to write a blog post, this is a great place to start also, because it can give you some great framework that you can go ahead and expand on also. Last but not least is surprise me. I love the surprise me button. The surprise me is when you are not inspired. You just feel no inspiration whatsoever. And you're just like, I don't know what I want to post today. And truthfully, on those days before my AI, we probably didn't really post, right? And when we don't post, we're not consistent. So even on the days you don't really feel like it, you don't know what you want to post on, just click surprise me and it will give you a fantastic post for you to post today. So we've done some caption and suggested image. We've done some caption with my image. We've done some long posts. Today, let's do caption with suggested image. And I'm going to say what I want the post to be about. Celebration Friday. Let's celebrate our wins for the week. Okay, so I'm just going to ask it for something simple. I haven't planned this in advance. I didn't test it or anything else. I just want to see what the AI is going to say, right? So Celebration Friday, let's celebrate our wins of the week. Celebrating wins is so important to keep myself motivated as I go after my goals. All right, so yes. My nails have gotten a little too long and I need to go get my nails done shortened. So always make mistypes when I do that. Okay, to keep me motivated as I go after my goals. How about you? Okay, so something to the effect of this is what I want. I'm going to generate this. And when I do this, it is going to give me the post. It's going to give me the image. So I didn't make an image. A lot of times I like to make images of my own, but sometimes, hey, this morning I didn't have time to make an image. So I'm going to ask the AI to do it for me. And sometimes you just don't really want to spend the time making the image, right? So we're going to do this and it's going to allow me to post on once it's finished. And remember, the reason it's taking a little bit of time and it's not instant is because it's going back and looking at all the information that I put in there, everything that I care about, the public figures I care about, all of that. So it's going to be looking through all of that. And then it's also going to look at the posts that I've already asked it to do, the corrections I've asked it to make, because the system is actually learning about me. And so now, okay, I have this post right here. Celebration Friday, ladies and gents, rejoice in achievements we've accumulated over the week. Staring at my goals flashed on the vision board, the feeling of accomplishment is intoxicating. Celebrating every goal I attain fuels my motivation. It's a cycle that keeps me an avid achiever. Does the same work for you? Now, that would be the Facebook version, but let's go over here to LinkedIn. Now, let's look at this. Notice it's different. It's written for a different platform, so it's more on a professional level than what your normal Facebook would be. Same with Instagram. Let's go over to Instagram. Hip Hop Hooray, Celebration Friday. Remember how important it is to take time out and reflect our weekly wins. Every step forward propels us closer to achieving our big dreams, like the beautiful house just around the bend. How about you folks? What are you celebrating today? Absolutely love this. Now, here's the thing. What happens if it gives you the same photo that it's giving you for a post earlier in the week? This actually just happened and I did not plan this. So if you, for any reason, you don't like the photo, you can click change image. I'm going to go to image search and I'm going to go to vision board. Let's see if it has something for a vision board. Wow, look at that. That's kind of cool. Okay. Let's do this one right here. I like that. And I'm going to click edit image. And I like that. And then I am going to, and I can add text to the image if I want to. I could go, let's do this. And then add that. And let's see, let's make that font a little bit bigger. I can move this around. I can change the color of the font if I want. Okay. In fact, I am going to change the color of the font. Let's do this. I think I liked a better white. Okay. Now I'm going to hit OK. So there's some fun little things that you can do in here, right? And now I'm just going to add. Got a different photo. Once I hit get started, it's going to allow me to post to the platform that I want to go to. Now, here's the thing. I have to download the photo. I do not have to highlight and copy the text because it's going to be done automatically for me. However, the photo still needs to be downloaded to your computer. You have to actually allow it to do that. If you do not, then you won't have the photo to upload. So let's come over here to Instagram. And now I've got create, select for my computer. I'm going to go ahead and post the photo first. I'm going to put the photo in there. Let's do this. And then I'm going to hit next. And then I'm going to go ahead and copy in the text. So there's the text. Now, and then I'm going to put in my own hashtag, transforms. Okay. And then I'm going to hit share. Once I do that, it's now on my profile and it's done and it's easy. So that is how you do caption and suggested image. And this is super, super easy to do. You can make changes. What I recommend is just taking it the way it is at first. And as you start playing around, you will see all these different things. So I've done things on success. I've done funny photos that my friend and I, we went to a restaurant together, and it's like we go outside and it's like those things that make you go, why do you do this? You know, like that's not what I want to see when I go out of there. That my weight loss journey, I've lost over 70 pounds so far. Photos about, and then I do other things like I every time I go on a trip, I've got this giant pink luggage, and then inevitably somebody calls me Barbie. Ask me if my name's Barbie. It's just, it's funny. And so I make all these funny posts. I make posts about all these different things. And then I make posts about what I'm doing and what I'm selling. But it's only 20% of the time that I'm making the other posts, right? So what I want you to do now is I want you to go ahead and we are going to do our 5 minutes and get your posts made. So real quick, we're going to put up the 5-minute timer. I want you to go to now.site. And so you can actually make your posts. Now make at least one post today. Okay, everyone? You can make more than that, but make at least one because we're going to help you get consistent in social media by now taking action. So I'll put up the 5-minute timer. We're going to go ahead and do the post. And then when we come back, if you want to be showcased, please raise your hand. And if you're not friends with me or have followed me, it's easiest if you put the link in the chat for me, just like Sharon did right there. That makes it so much easier. So what I'd like to do is get people who have not shared before. So if you have not shared before, I want to make sure to take you guys first. So Nancy, I don't think you've shared. I'd love to have you share a post. Let's see, who else do we have here? Ray, I'd love to get a post from you. Sandra, I'd love to get a post from you. I love that. I love the Eiffel Tower in your background. Carola, is it Carola? Am I saying that right? I'd love to get a post for you if possible. Ken, I'd love to get a post from you if you have that as well. So let's go ahead and get going today. And when we come back from the 5 minutes, we'll showcase post and answer your questions. So let's go ahead. We're going to showcase some posts, and I want to show you something super quick. And then I'm going to have Brigitte, if you still have that on your Now site, I'm going to have you share your screen in a minute to show what you were talking about, because that's really cool. But first, before that, I want to come over here real quick. Clary did a post, and so this is a perfect example of what you can do now. Let me get back over to Clary's. Sorry. All right. Looking for destination ideas for post-Christmas getaway. Any travel aficionados out there with recommendations. So that is great. And sometimes what I like to do at the very beginning is like say, need help or something like that, because it kind of gets people's attention even more. So here's the thing though. I could just write a comment in here, right? And I know pretty much what I want to say. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here to the Nowsite system, and we've got this great little feature right here, which is step 2 of the 1, 2, 3, right? Comment on post. So what I'm going to do is what I want the comment to be about is this right here. My understanding is that it's off season in Italy, so the crowds are lower, the prices are lower as well, might be an idea. And then I'm going to take what she actually wrote here, and I'm going to copy this and I'm going to put it into the Nowsite system. So this is the original post. This is about what I want to say, something to this effect. And now I am going to go ahead and generate the response on Facebook. So this is going to give me what to say. So I'm going to say right here, how about exploring the beautiful landscapes of Italy for a post-Christmas getaway? The off season means lower crowds and prices too. Perfect. Now I'm going to click right here, click copy to my clipboard, and I'm going to come over to her post, to Clary's post right here. And then I am going to hit that. Now I'm going to be her first person liking her post, and I am going to be able to post on there. Perfect. So now Clary has made a post for Christmas ideas, post-Christmas getaways. I'm telling her, hey, Italy is a great time. This is a great time of year. It's lower cost. It's off season. I hear it's, and I'm part of a whole bunch of groups about Italy because that's one of the places I want to go. So I joined a whole bunch of groups about Italy, learning as much as I can before I go. So very easy to start conversations. So this is a great example of the short text only post. Now, one thing you can do is if I was going to do this on my page, you can, sorry about that, Marilyn, you could make your post, and when you do, click this little button down here for a color and make a color. Now, hopefully it's not too long for a color. It may be, so I might have to take a little bit of it off of there. And if it's too long, you know, just start over and then do the same thing, hit the post. See if it's still long. Okay, so I just had to take out the hashtags. Now I can make the exact same post with a big purple background, which makes it look better. So I can hit post. I can do the exact same thing that she's just done. And underneath my pinned post, remember we talked about pinned posts before. Now I've got this. Looking for destination ideas for a post-Christmas getaway. Any travel aficionados out there with recommendations? And see the difference of the post, right? It's purple, so it attracts with color. It's bigger. So this works well right here. But if she goes back in, or if she did this again and did it with the purple, you see how much brighter this is on the feed, right? So on the feed, this is going to bring more attention than just this one will. So if you can make the post short enough to have the background in there, it really does make a difference. Clary, thank you so much for allowing me to use your post today. I really appreciate it. So next we're going to go over to Ken. And hey, Ken, how are you today?
Hey, Elizabeth.
I'm so happy that you're sharing a post.
Thank you. You called me out, so it kind of got me motivated to get her done.
Yay! That's I wait for people to volunteer, but I don't want to voluntold. But sometimes you just got to say, "Hey, I want to show you a post." So okay, so fantastic. Is it this one right here?
Yes.
Okay, so. Ken is a paramedic for this is what I love about these meetings. I get to know you guys, and it just means so much to me. So let's go ahead and you're building a business online as well, Ken. So let's look at this. Facing tough times, been there, done that. Remember, our strength emerges in darkness. It's true. Embracing challenges fuels growth. Keep pushing forward. You're stronger than you think. Hashtag perseverance. How do you find strength during tough times? Absolutely love this. I'm going to make a comment on here. And this is how I'm going to do the comment. You go and you put this in there. You come over to the Now site, and then let's see what it just tells me to write without. Oh, okay. So let's see what it writes without even saying what I want the comment about, right? So I'm just going to go ahead and just paste the text in there and see what the AI says for me to say. Now it says, and the comment back, you're absolutely right. Challenges indeed spark our inner strength and fuel growth. Keep shining, mate. Beautiful. I'm not sure I would say mate, but so I got a copy to the clipboard. I'm going to come back over to Ken's post, and then I can go and very easily write a comment there. And honestly, I wouldn't say mate. I will say my friend. There we go. And I'll put a little space there. And so then I'll hit post like that. So very easy to do, very easy to comment back and be able to do back and forth social media like that. Ken, thank you so much for sharing your post today. I really appreciate you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
All right, let's go over to Ray. Hey, Ray.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. And again, I want to showcase people who have not shared this week. So if you've shared this week, I want to make sure that we get some new people in here so we give everybody the chance to share. So, Ray, let's see. Is this your post right here?
That is.
That is a beautiful photo.
When you started, I was already working on a post, for my own picture.
Yeah, I like that. The picture's gorgeous, by the way. I mean, this is a very, very fantastic picture. Very elegant.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, let's go ahead. And so you did caption my own image in the AI system?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, so perfect for the holiday season. A sensational array of healthy coffees. Love coffee. It's not just a blend, but a chance to show your loved ones how much you care. Indulge in the aroma of these cherished coffee varieties, an irresistible Christmas advance idea for family, friends, and coworkers. Our daughter Tara will be explaining this package at the next few tabletop networking events and other community events. One thing I would suggest to put on there at the end: how do you like to drink your coffee? Great way to start a conversation, right? Because everybody does their coffee different, right? Like for me, I put C8 in my coffee every single morning. C8. No sugar, no cream, just put C8 in there. And for those of you who don't know what C8 is, it's a MCT type of MCT oil that you can get at a natural health food store that gives you a lot of brain energy, because I work a lot by choice because I love it. So Ray, I would suggest putting a question at the end. I think you'll get a lot of engagement, and I absolutely love your post.
Thank you.
Great job. All right, let's go over to Sandra. Sandra, are you in Paris or dreaming of Paris?
No, I used to live in Europe, but that was one of my goals as a child. I wanted to go there when I was about 15, and I finally made my way there when I was about 18.
Oh, that's fabulous. Where are you from?
I live in North Carolina and Santa Fe, New Mexico.
Beautiful. I love your accent. You have a little bit of an accent, and it just sounds so sweet.
Oh, thank you.
All right, so this is yours. Oh, I love your banner. That's so pretty. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay. So, let me confirm your friend request first. Yay. Okay.
So I've been practicing for the last 3 days. So that was the one I did this morning.
This is the one you did this morning. Okay, beautiful. Let's go ahead and this is your photo?
It is.
Okay, beautiful. So catching a falling star, carried by my dear puppy spirit, living life to its fullest. Oh, I love this. Sandra, only recommendation I would make is to ask a question about, something about dogs or something else, just so you can start getting a little bit more engagement, or post your favorite dog photo below. That's a great one too.
Great idea.
Yeah. Because then you're starting conversations, and that's what it's all about. But oh, I love this photo. This is so cute. What's your dog's name?
Spirit.
Spirit.
Yes.
Oh, it really is named Spirit. That it didn't just come up with that. Okay, beaubeautiful.
Scroll down
All
just
right.
a bit. You can see another one because I would appreciate your input on that one.
This one right here? Perfect.
I ran it through the system.
Okay, beautiful. And this is your photo. Beautiful photo, by the way. Gotta love those summer memories. Having a passion for horse riding brings so much joy and fulfillment to my life. It's incredible how spending time with animals can be such an uplifting experience. What helps you get back to your peace would be a great question. Or what things in nature do you love, or some sort of question at the end again, because it's again beautiful, absolutely beautiful post.
Okay.
And I'm going to go ahead and for this one right here, we'll go ahead and just quickly do a comment on the system. And we're going to come over here and we'll come like this. And then we're just going to see what it is that this will write out for us without even asking it. Now, normally what I would do is I would say what I want to say, but sometimes you're not really sure, but you do want to comment on the post. So indeed, the joy of horse riding is unquestionable. There's something magical about forming a bond with animals that just elevates our spirit, isn't it? I love that. So I'm going to take that and then I'm going to put that on her post here, and that will help her with more comments as well. She's got 21 comments already, and perfect. There's
Respond
the
to
next one.
people that put comments on that.
What was that?
Should I go back and respond to those people, or should I just do a love? Or
no, absolutely you should respond. And this is a great question, so thank you for asking this, Sandra. So what you want to do is you on each one of these comments, you want to put a reaction and then do a reply. So like this one right here, you would, heart it, love it, something like that, and then reply, thank you so much, I appreciate your comment, or something to that effect. This is going to do a couple of things, everyone. First of all, every time you make a comment on a comment, it's going to push that back up where people are going to see it in the feed. Second of all, it thinks Facebook watches whether you are responding and what you are doing, and it showcase posts that really get a lot of traction. So when you get like 21 comments on a post, you definitely want to be responding. Now, here's the thing. Do not respond to all of them at once. The first one that posts, the first comment, you want to respond immediately, as quick as possible. The second one that posts, as quick as possible. But after that, you wait a little bit. So for your third one, fourth one, fifth one, you're going to wait a little bit to comment. And the reason for that is each time you comment, you're throwing it back up into the feed again. And so more people will start seeing it. And so you're going to do that back and forth, back and forth, back and forth with your post. When she's done with her, Sandra, when you're done making your comment, my recommendation is go over to that person and see, first of all, is it a friend of yours? Do you like this person? If so, send them a message and thank them for their comment. Ask them a question, something like that. Everything is about conversations. And so the more conversations that we build through the comments on our posts, the more of those that we can get into a Facebook Messenger conversation, the more possibility of getting a conversation in a Zoom or a FaceTime or a phone call or something like that. And that's where the true collaboration comes. That's where, you sell your products, somebody signs up for your business, because you're learning about each other. And this has worked very well for Adrian, for myself, for a long, long time. And it sounds simplistic, but it works really well. Sandra, thank you so much for your questions and for sharing your post today.
You're welcome. Linda said she could not make a comment on my post. Why would that happen?
Let's see. Is Linda friends with you?
No, I'm not. And that I think she has to change her settings.
She has to change her settings. So next great thing. Thank you for that, Linda. So here's the next thing that I want to make sure everybody knows. If you have your posts set to only friends can comment, the thing you're going to run into is that somebody on this call on a Zoom or somewhere else that sees you goes to check out your page, wants to make a comment on one of your posts, will not be able to do that. You are blocking engagement. However, I do want you to be very, very careful, because once you turn that on and anybody can comment, you do have to watch your comments a little bit more. You really do, because you'll occasionally get a person who just, for whatever reason, doesn't like you, your product, or whatever else, and they'll just say something nasty on your post or something, and it's just like, I very rarely have that happen, but it does happen occasionally. And so then you're like, okay, well, whatever. It's a rarity. But just keep in mind, if you are going to turn comments on, that anybody can comment on your post and switch it from friends only to that, you will want to watch your comments even more.
Okay.
All right. Sandra, thank you so much for that. Now, I know you guys have got, so our people left for Now Club. And so thank you for all of them when you come back and watch the replay. There was one other thing in here that I wanted to make sure to address. Okay. So you did overcome the technology issues. Are you okay now? Good. Okay, perfect. All right. What do you do when no one comments, but you have some likes and such? Perfect. How can you create more action and comments? Beautiful. So Dana, one thing, to get in comments, you usually have to have a post that kind of creates the engagement in the first place. So one of the first things I would do is make sure that you're asking questions, so you have people responding and saying something in there. Second thing I would do is, honestly, if you want more engagement, you'll want to go and make comments on at least 10 other people's posts first before you make yours. It will create more engagement on yours, and it will help your algorithm. So if you go and comment on at least 10 people prior to doing your own post, that is really an effective way of being able to get more engagement. Also, more people will see your posts. The next thing that's really great is go down to the bottom of your friends list, because it's shown in the order of the way that you are actually interacting with people. And the ones at the bottom are ones that are probably not seeing your posts at all. And so I learned this from April Brum, and it works very, very well for her. And so go to the bottom of your Facebook friends and start from there. And if you have thousands of friends, that might be a little tough to do, to get all the way down to the, to the bottom, but that's okay. Definitely worth it. So you can either friend me, Nancy, and message me with it, or you can send it in the chat. All right. So I'm going to go over to Ted real quick, because I promised the other day I would answer his question, and I did not. And I do want to be honorable to my word on that. Hey, Ted, how you doing?
I am doing awesome and trying to improve.
I love that.
How's everybody doing this morning? Just a couple quick questions. This may be a little bit more intricate for new people on the call.
Ted, did you have a question?
Yes, I do.
Oh, okay, go ahead, hon. Sorry, my thing froze over here, so I think my internet's kind of going in and out.
Okay, sorry about that. So anyway, my question was, when I go on and I want to post a caption, and unfortunately, I'm a fairly good writer, so I'll go ahead and write out what I want, and then I'll generate it, and then just see how AI will regenerate the post I put in. Sometimes it works great, other times not. So what I'll do is it'll be fairly longer. So I'll say, okay, I want to shorten that post up. Okay. I'll go down to the little drop down screen, make it shorter.
Okay, Ted, for the sake of time, can you tell me what your question is? Because I've got a hard stop here and two other people are asking questions.
Yes, sorry, I'm getting to it. So when you go to the shortened version and then you look at it and say, God, I kind of like that longer version. How do I go backwards and get the longer version back?
Okay, so you'll have to, so great question. Thank you for that. So let's go ahead. I'm going to share my screen. And when you are over here, if I can get back to that part of it. So I'll just do a surprise me. So at the bottom there where you say shorten post, you can also go back in there and say lengthen the post, and it will give you something similar. it will not probably give you the exact same thing back. So one recommendation I would do is to copy the text onto like a notepad or onto a doc or something like that before you change it, just in case you want to go back to the original. But you can go and hit lengthen post, and then you will be able to lengthen your post. Does that make sense, Ted?
Yeah, that's fine. Thank
You're
you.
perfect. Great
Elizabeth,
to see you. Thank you so much for your question today. Okay, Coach
Elizabeth.
Jenny.
Elizabeth, could he not duplicate that page?
No. Once you hit the AI again, it can change, and it may not give him the exact same thing over again.
If he duplicates the page, he'll still have the other page to go back to.
I don't know, because the AI won't necessarily give you the exact same thing over and over again. So let's go over, for the sake of time, go over to Coach Jenny real quick.
Okay, I was going to share the post, but that's okay if you don't have time for that. The other thing is on restricting who can comment on your post. Even if you restrict who can comment, they are still allowed to like it or love it or something like that. So I always go into those two to see if there's somebody new.
That's a great call out. And here's the thing also with those likes, make sure when you see these likes here, like you've got all these likes, if they didn't comment, like right here, I got Cody Bateman and stuff like that. So you can like something and then go and message this person and thank them for liking your post. Another way of starting engagement and getting more engagement in your post as well. So just because somebody doesn't comment, if they do like, go ahead and do that. All right. So we're going to take a couple more questions because I've got a hard stop. Nina, did you have a question today?
Yes, I big problem with Facebook today, but separate from that,
Yeah.
I can ask next week. A friend of mine's posted an amazing way that she presented her post.
Yeah.
And I thought sometime we can look at it and just see how she did it. It was beautiful, with photos of Ireland, with the way that she put it into the presentation on Facebook.
Okay, well, maybe we could try to do that next week if you send me a message.
I'll
of the
save
post.
it and ask, because it was really beautiful.
Okay. All right. So any other questions about the AI system here? Does anybody have any questions about the AI system here? Because I've got about 3 more minutes for questions. I'm not going to share any more posts. Any more questions? Sharon, did you have a question or did you want to share a post?
No, it's just a post.
Okay. All right. All right. So last thing to remember.
I have a question. I have a question.
Hi, Marilyn. How are you?
Hi there. I'm good, thanks. How are you doing?
I'm wonderful. Thanks for asking.
I have a question, and my question is, once you get to the bottom of your Facebook friends, what do you do?
Click on one of them and send them a message or comment
like,
on their
hi,
comments.
How are you? Something?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Have them talk to you. And one of my favorite ones actually is to go to their page and comment on some of their posts.
Ah, good idea. Super. Thank you.
You're welcome. All
Great
right, we're going to do
training
our
again.
What was that?
Great training again today. Thank you.
Thank you, Marilyn. Appreciate you so much.
And you.
So Monday through Friday, we do this at 11 a.m. Eastern time, 8 a.m. Pacific. Please come for my AI. And if you have questions, think about stuff over the weekend. Think about questions that you have about the My AI system and social media, and engage in, if you're having problems with engagement, bring your questions here. We're going to help you get consistent in social media. We're going to help you get that engagement, and it's going to be fabulous. So anyways, I love you all so much. If you're not friends with me on Facebook, please friend me so I can keep an eye on your posts and help you out. Or follow me, whichever's more comfortable for you. But I really want to make sure that I'm watching your posts. I see some of you posting amazing things. And so really, really great posts. Love seeing those. And if you have a specific question that you need help with and you want us to use it as an example here in the training, send me a Facebook message. I would love to use your question or something as one of the things that we do. So All right. Have a great day, everyone. I love you. Enjoy the day and have a great weekend. Do something nice for yourself. And remember to celebrate your wins today. So important to remember what we have accomplished. Love y'all. Bye, everyone.